This is the cleanup of 2023-2024 beaver season. I prefer to trap open water beaver because it's a whole lot easier than chopping through ice. I get requests from a lot of farmers, a lot of ranchers to get rid of beaver. It's kind of the oxymoron of Iowa. We don't have any many trees out here, but they hate the beavers. But beavers cause a lot of damage to the waterways. They undermine a lot of the waterways. They create hazards for tractors and so on. They also can breach a dam. If a bank den, out here we got almost all bank dens because we have steep sides. We don't have many lodges. Sometimes you get a mix of a lodge and a bank den combination. When the water levels come up, then the beavers have to build higher. But most of what we're doing is we're trapping bank den beaver. Excuse me, I got a good trap. And this is just a runway set. We're using a Sleepy Creek. I think this is a Sleepy Creek 4. These traps are great. They bed real nice. They got a big old jaw spread, and a good beaver can get his foot inside there. So we're running Sleepy Creeks. And, we've already taken 10 beaver out of here, and I believe there's about 2 to 4 more. So we're going to try to finish the cleanup. It's a very simple set. Your wire goes, this is like, I think, number 9 wire. It's a lead. I like to run about at least 10 foot, 8 to 10 foot of number 9 wire to my drag. For the drag, that's 4 channel posts, about 2 foot a piece, wired together. I've tried to use 3. I've tried to use 2. A good beaver will haul 2 or 3 of these around pretty easily. 4 seems to keep them put. So that's my weight. Goes in deep water. Trap simply goes in the slide. Sometimes I'll add a caster mound. This set I will add a caster mound to the slide just to give them a little more attraction. But if you get a good solid catch, you're not going to have any problems holding them with this kind of trap. This is a great trap. As we said, this is a cleanup job. I think there's 2 to 4 beaver here. We took out 10 a couple of weeks ago. We had early ice out. This is a runway set. It does not have a lot of sign, but it has some sign. Runway set, I like my trap in about 4 inches of water. You can set it deeper. Some guys set for hind foot catches. I'll take a front or a hind. I don't really care. As long as I got a beaver and he runs down to the drowning weight, I'm good with that. I do find if you set shallow for a front foot catch, you're more likely to catch coon and mink and muskrat. If you set deeper for a hind foot catch, you're more likely to just catch a beaver, which is totally cool. The only thing I don't like about a hind foot catch is I am not targeting his front feet at all. So I'm targeting half of the beaver's feet. So I like to target the front foot. That's just the way I see it, think about it. Beaver are visual animals. So anytime I set up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to scratch this up even a little bit more so it looks like another beaver's been working it. So beaver are visual animals. It makes some striations with a stick or something. It actually looks like the beaver claws when they were working a slide. I'm also going to put a caster mount some here with some lure on it. And again, I've already prepared this trap bed. I actually have a nice firm clay to set here. So the stake is going in. Very important to make sure that this drowning slide is going to freely go down once you get it down. If you make a mistake, or I have made mistakes of not putting it in a manner that it's going to slide down easily, and the beaver, if he gets locked up here, if he gets caught up here and he doesn't run that slide down, he's not going to be there in the morning, that's for sure. Beaver are a very, very strong animal, incredibly strong animal. Ideally, I'll set this trap slightly offset. There we go. To the path. I don't get too hung up about it, especially once a beaver start working a spot. You're going to get them one way or another. If they're working the spot, you're going to catch them. So I don't get too hung up about trap placement, but I do believe in slightly offsetting the trap. Only maybe 2 to 4 inches. And the theory behind that is beavers' legs are on the side of the beaver. They're not under the belly of the beaver, which does make sense. Here, I'm not ready for that yet. And then we take our weight and we try to toss it out so it's nice and straight. You need at least 4 feet of water to drown a beaver. The deeper, the better. I think I got plenty of water here to drown one, so we should be good. Hopefully we got a big submarine on there. And then I just like to double check that everything looks real good. Making a caster mount is pretty easy. You get to play in the mud. Take a nice mound like that, set it so they can see it. In this case, well, I don't want that sliding off. And then this is caster from beaver that I've trapped before. I always save the caster. It smells good. I like the smell. What are you doing, Ruby? Beaver traps, I'll mention that. This is the rancher's dog. Anyway, beaver traps and Labrador retrievers do not go together. In Iowa, we have a lot of hunting dogs that run certain places, especially for pheasant. And if you trap a lot of beaver, you're going to have a lot of caster. Don't skimp on it. Use the stuff. But that is highly attractive to a beaver. As I was saying, watch out, Ruby. Ruby, you want that? As I was saying, beaver traps and Labrador retrievers do not go together. These traps are big enough and the weights are heavy enough that you could kill a dog. So wherever you're trapping, you have to be 100%, and you have to let people know that there's no dogs allowed. No free-ranging dogs allowed. That could be very, very dangerous, very, very harmful to a dog. And it doesn't matter who's right or who's wrong. Well, that dog shouldn't have been running loose and so on. And I told him, yeah, but if you catch and kill a dog, that's really bad. You know, you've really gone backwards. So no dogs allowed. Ruby, she's pretty good. She just hangs out with us. That's good for here, Caleb. You filming? This is a real classic dam overset, and this is such a kind of a higgledy-pig beaver dam because I got cottonwoods down across it and so on. This is the best spot for an overflow because I can set my drowning rig in deep water and it's not going to get tangled up in other branches and things like that. So I think I took 2 out of here earlier. I got like a big 50 or 60 pounder out of here earlier. I have a pen set right there, which I have to reset the trap, and the beaver have found the bait in the pen set. But this is a really nice dam overset. Once you drop their water level a couple inches, they're going to come out to repair it, and I probably get more hits on my dam overset than any other set. In some states like Pennsylvania, You can't set beaver dams, you can't set lodges. Pennsylvania makes it hard for you. But in Iowa, we can set the dam overs. So again, got 4 pieces of channel post, and you're going out to deep water. So you're going to catch me a big one. That's a really nice set there. And as long as floating bark and sticks don't clog the hole prior to the beaver coming out tonight, I think this is going to be a really good set. I don't even bother doing caster or anything on it. Slight offset. Tuck some muck up under the levers just to give the trap a firm base, and that one's good to go. We just have to keep an extra eye on knucklehead. Come on, Ruby. I'll talk a little bit about the pen set. I don't do many pen sets. The only reason I put one here is because I didn't have a lot of other options. I don't have a good runway. I created one good runway or dam over, so I set that. But I know this is going to get more than one beaver activity per night, so I made the pen set. This pen set did not hit earlier. I took beaver out of here and a channel set down below with a 330. But we have fresh beaver cutting on my bait that was left at the pen set. So we're going to reset the trap and add some bait, and hopefully I'll catch a big beaver in it. A lot of mud on this. I think they were spending a lot of time here. I'm going to pull the stake up. It'll help me reset the trap. Can you hear me okay? Do you think you can hear me okay?
I think we're fine, yeah.
So anyway, we already have the drowning wire all the way down in there, and we're just setting this back up. This was already set, so resetting saves us a lot of time. I gotta make a confession. You know, I got these nice gloves. They got a hole in it. So they really don't keep my hands dry or warm. And I got these really nice waders that years ago my best man gave me. They got holes in them too. So, yeah, I look like a beaver trapper, but the gear I'm wearing doesn't work at all. Now I gotta get some bait. I gotta get some fresh cut branches there. Ruby, I want you to come, because I don't like you here. Come on, Ruby. Ruby. I'm just prepping bait for my pen set. Pen sets are kind of cool, just because it's a different style of set. Where I have made them that really work good is if you find a place in a creek. Sometimes beaver will have like a feed bed on a sandbar and it's shallow water, and you can see a ton of beaver activity, but it's wide out in the open and there's really no way to direct them into the trap. If I find a feed bed in a creek, which is a sandy area that's all tracked up with beaver, and oftentimes it's a low flow area, because the water's almost still at that location, and you actually get a back current, and you'll have your sandbar there. I'll build a pen set right out in the sandbar. Now, the downside of that set is it's very obvious to people. If they walk by and see it, they can tell that that's some kind of a human setup. The beaver can't tell it, but it's some kind of a human setup. But that is a good location for a pen set. And then what I do is I just kind of rough up the bark a little, because that green, again, beaver's a very visual animal, so they're going to see that and come in to the yummy green branches. So here's bait for the pen set. We're headed out, the first morning trap check of the cleanup, and if Caleb pans around, he can show you what beautiful country this is. This area of the county has a lot of hills, deep ravines. It's really good coyote, it's really good deer, it's really good turkey country, and there's enough trees along the rivers for the beavers, so it's kind of got all of the above kind of country. And anyway, like I said yesterday, you make friends out here, and you help people, you help the farmers, you help the ranchers, you develop a relationship, and it's a privilege to be able to do all the things that you love on their ground, and you greet it, with a smile and a handshake, and you're working with them. So we'll see what we have. I think there's 2 to 4 beavers still left here. If I pick up 2 in the next couple days, I'll be happy with that. This is that beaver slide that we set up with the caster mound. The trap is gone. So that is always a good sign when the trap's gone. Hopefully there's something big and brown with a flat tail on the other end of it. You never know. Nothing, it's a miss. That is a bummer. That's a real bummer. Sometimes you get misses. But whatever it is, it ran it out there. Had him for a little while. Might be a big one. So bummer, bummer. Miss. He probably will not be back here. Guys, this happens, and this is bad. Really, if there's any animal I don't like, I don't like missing, it's beaver. Well, and coyotes too, but beaver's not a hard animal to trap. They are not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Coyote, coyote, coyote.
Oh my goodness. I think we gotta do some hunting here. Hey! Hey! What are you doing? Good way to get shot. That's a good way to get shot, you know. Boy, they're pretty bold here. It's a good way to get shot. I think we're going to hunt here. I'm going to call this. It's a good way to get shot, hanging out like that. When you miss beaver, beavers, they're not hard to trap, put it that way. Generally, they're not hard to trap. But beaver are very quick learners, and there is such things as trap shy beaver, and I have not run into many of them, but if you ever find a trap shy beaver, it's going to be one of the hardest animals to trap. A beaver has a very small environment, that's why it's easy to get a trap on their foot, because they're not going anywhere. Oh, that doesn't go down any farther. We'll get that trap set. I'm going to set the trap there and get this wire out. Beaver's not a hard animal to trap unless you miss them. When you start missing beaver, they become very difficult to trap, and I never pleased with a miss. But I don't know, maybe his buddy will come back. You might catch another beaver here. I don't think I'll catch this one here. That's always concerning. but it's part of the game. We'll go check the other sets.
Yes. That's a good beaver. Does he have a ring around his foot? That trap's way up here. And he slid it down all the way to there. Wow. Right out of my 2 toes. Yeah. You happy? Yeah. Yeah, that's very happy. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Good. That's cool. Yeah.
That might be. Now, trap's here.
Okay.
This trap's here.
All right.
You want to leave that one?
Yeah, I get it. I'm trying to hop on up. Thanks.
That one's fine.
Oh, muskrat.
Come on, get out of here. Go on, go on.
Dad, I was filming that.
That's funny. That's funny.
That's hilarious.
So this is what I don't want. I don't want a boot film in here.
You could have seriously caught a muskrat.
Oh, I know. But the muskrat is going to left. Shiny.
Yep, I see you.
Let's hope I got something big on this big submarine. Nothing, nothing.
What?
I don't know.
Oh, we got one.
Oh, we did. Nice. Super, super, super.
Woohoo!
That's great. He's a little guy. Look at that front foot catch.
Yeah.
Couldn't have got a nicer front foot catch on him.
Tell me about it.
That's awesome. That's great.
Good deal.
See, that's how I get holes in my gloves. That's a little guy.
Yeah, but he'll do. Still beaver. Here, hold him up.
Are you filming?
Yeah, hold on. Hold him up by his chest and long ways, okay?
He's decent. He's 25 maybe. Oh, he's actually, that's 25. Okay. You have my flashlight?
Yep, I do.
Okay. You shine on here for me, please.
Yep.
So once I get up, I'll tell you that.
Ready to go?
Yeah, ready to roll.
All right.
Let's go pick up the other beaver and your coyote.
Sounds good.
We are good. It's a very productive day.
Tell me about it. Trap there? Huh?
Trap's missing.
Good. Nothing in the conibear. Nope.
Can you see anything in that one?
No, I can't.
I think the trap's here. Here, I'll step a little closer. How about we just pull this one up?
Yeah, do it. The suspense is killing me.
We'll do a quick video. Today is March 29th?
30th. Yesterday.
March 30th. This is the last day that we're doing this job. The only reason why I'm saying it's the last day is because we have to celebrate Easter with the family tomorrow, and then I got to work all next week, so I don't have time to come and recheck these. Did I get every single last beaver out of here? I don't think so, but we got a dozen. We did a setting for about maybe a week and a half, 10 days. We got 10 beaver, let it cool off for about 3 weeks. We reset, we picked up 2 more. This trap is missing, so it'd be nice to end on another beaver, but a dozen. He had beaver issues here, so I was hoping to get at least 10. We got a dozen. There's probably about 14 beavers here. So any of these ones we're catching
Oh my God.
are the last few. And for what it's worth, this is very typical how beaver jobs go. When you set up a beaver job, you get all your activity in the first 3 days. You catch everything that's moving in the first 3 days. But then the remaining few are usually pretty hard to clean out. So I usually tell landowners that I'll get 80 to 95% of them. Some landowners want them all gone. Other ones want seed. If you're doing damage control work, you want to get 100%. There's plenty of beavers to come back, you know, when we used to trap for money, we try to leave seed for the next year. When I'm doing damage control, I'm trying to trap 100%. On this job, I think we're around 90%. Suspense is killing you.
Yeah.
We got a missing trap here, so the suspense is killing Caleb.
Yeah. It is.
Hopefully, we got a flat tail on here and not a miss.
Hopefully.
I always like it when that trap's down. The wire seems to be out to the side here, which is a good sign.
Feel heavy enough?
I don't know. We'll see. Hot diggity. These front foot catch and a big beaver. What a nice one. Wow. Wow. What a good one. What a good one. What a way to end it. That's nice. That's 100%. It would have been bad if I left him here. That's a hole in my glove. That's what fills my fingers with water. But anyway,
Here, hold it out again.
Beautiful.
Dad, hold your hand out again.
What's that?
I wasn't able to zoom in on it.
Oh, the hole? That's the hole in my glove. And my boots leak once the water gets to here. So anyway, hey, let's take a look at this guy. Look at the front foot catch. 100%. 100% full front pad. What a way to end it. What a way to end it. This is a big one. Oh my goodness. He's got to be 50. That's a winner. Way to go. Yeah, I'm always so calm and cool and collected in all these videos, you know, but that's a good catch. 100%. Just want to talk a little bit about Beaver Traps. I happen to use Sleepy Creek number 4s. This is a number 4 double long spring. Sleepy Creeks are excellent. Unfortunately, they don't make Sleepy Creeks anymore. They went out of business a couple years ago. Fine trap company, really sturdy traps. There are other equivalents to these, but I really like the Sleepy Creeks. And again, there are lots of good beaver traps. What you're looking for is a wide jaw spread, 6.5, 7.5 inch jaw spread. I would consider getting some MB 750s. But my Sleepy Creek number 4 double long spring and my Sleepy Creek number 4 coils. This is only a 6.5 inch jaw spread, but it just seems like these, even though it's only a double coil, the beavers do a really good job of getting their foot in. And with any trap you can get pullouts, but I'm running Sleepy Creeks and I don't even have a lot of them. I only run about 10, 12 beaver traps at the most, but the long spring, it's an easy trap to set in the field. That's a real plus. It has a wide base, so it packs real good in the mud. You could run all your rigs on long springs just like the mountain men did. The long springs is a great beaver trap. These are a little more compact, and if you have a very narrow runway, these are gonna fit a little better. These are harder to set in the field, but they're also plenty strong. There are the 2 leg holds, and then this is a Belial 330. Lots of companies make the 330s. These are for channel or runway sets. I always put down 1 or 2. My trigger got broken in a beaver that I caught, and then when I just snapped the trap now, it broke, so it needs a new trigger. But this is a Belial 330, and they're really nice for runways. You'd be surprised how big of a beaver will try to stick his head through here. I've caught beaver in these that they probably couldn't even fit through it, but they want to go in their channel. So the only other thing I'm going to mention with your gear, this is my drag, my drowning wire and drag. We talked about the 4 channel post. There's 2 points on this number 9 wire that the beaver is going to stress when you catch them. That is the end where it joins the T-post will get worked sometimes, and that can get a kink in it. It can snap there. It can also get worked out when the beaver runs the drowning slide all the way down to the weight at the point where this wire attaches to the weight. That's also a hot spot. I have had beaver break these wires. Fortunately, I've never lost a beaver to a broken wire. I actually had one with a broken wire, but he expired before he found that he was actually free to go. Anyway, what my point is, if you have a drowning rig that has taken 2 to 3 beaver, take the time and cut that top 6 inches off and the bottom 6 inches off. You lose a foot on your drowning wire, but this top wire has gotten worked with catches, and it's not nearly as strong as the main wire. So take 6 inches off the top, take 6 inches off the bottom, rewire it with a strong wire, and those little pieces, throw them away, because that's how a beaver, it's one way a beaver can escape. Season, I think season-wise we caught 15, we caught 16 beaver. We did 3 jobs. And we got, what, 13 out of this place. And one guy just had a single and another guy just had a double. So they were 100% eradication jobs, the other 2. This one we're probably working on 90 to 95% with the 13 beavers that we caught, which is pretty cool. So we're in good shape. Time to go home. Okay, I've got one last beaver to skin.
Well guys, had a lot of fun beaver trapping. Had a lot of fun beaver trapping these past few months. Sorry, I'm out of breath. Just hauled that 55 or whatever he is up that hill. Anyway, had a lot of fun beaver trapping these past few months. We hope you guys enjoyed this content, kind of something new, and we hope you guys learned a lot. from all of our tactics on how to trap beaver. We hope you guys can get into the sport of trapping and enjoy it, and hopefully you guys make a lot of nice landowners. So, and have fun trapping the big old flat tails. We'll catch you later.